Before we dive in, if you love uncovering hidden gems from the world of coins, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss the next treasure. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey, a story of how a seemingly ordinary 1965 South Africa 20-cent coin could become a prize worth $23,000 under the right circumstances. You may have seen a 1965 20-cent coin before, many do, in collections, coin lots, or old boxes. In standard condition, these trade for mere dollars, maybe 50 cents, maybe a few dollars more if it's in uncirculated shape. But every so often, one emerges that changes everything. That's what we're after, that exception, that legend. To understand how a coin can rise from common to legendary, we'll explore what makes coins rare, what mistakes or anomalies collectors crave, and how condition, provenance, and demand come together. Then, at the end, I'll share with you the jaw-dropping potential value, yes, $23,000. In 1965, South Africa struck millions of these 20-cent pieces. The coin was composed of nickel, weighed about 6 grams, and measured roughly 24.2 millimeters in diameter. It featured the familiar portrait of Jan van Riebeeck on the obverse, and the protea flower design on the reverse. What makes it more interesting is that there are two language variants, one with South Africa in English, often referred to as the English variety, and the other with Suid-Afrika in Afrikaans variety. Because mintages were high, recorded totals often exceeding 29 million, these coins are not considered rare in terms of sheer numbers. Given that many survived, most examples today are common. But the coin world doesn't crown millions, it cherishes the few. So how can one of these 20C coins leap from the common to the priceless? There are a few paths, and the coin that commands $23,000 would almost certainly be walking all those paths at once. First, the realm of mint errors and freak strikes. Collector eyes light up when they see anomalies. A coin struck off-center, where part of the design is cut off or edge is missing a double strike, two impressions overlapping, a mismatched planchet, e.g. wrong metal or wrong diameter used, a die crack or die break showing a raised ridge in a surprising placeover date or re-engraved date, where the date shows traces of another number underneath. If someone discovers a 1965 20C coin with such a dramatic error, one that survived in mint state, it becomes a showpiece. Because error coins are rare by definition, most are destroyed, rejected, or remain unnoticed. In many famed auctions, error coins have left prices beyond the usual range for perfect, non-error counterparts. Second, extreme condition is a must. A coin that has been handled, nicked, or exposed to air, moisture, or cleaning loses value fast. But a coin that remained in a controlled environment for decades, never circulated, never touched, never cleaned, retains full luster, unbroken surfaces, no hairlines, no marks. Those coins are scarce. Even when many were minted, finding one that escaped every flaw is like finding a needle in a haystack. Third, provenance and story add immense weight. If that coin can be traced to an important collection, or linked to a historical event, or previously exhibited, then it becomes more than metal, it's a piece of history. Buyers love narratives. A coin with story resonates beyond numismatists, museums, wealthy collectors, and institutions see it as a legacy. When you combine a spectacular error, top-tier condition, and a known history, even a common date coin can command extraordinary prices. Such a coin becomes the star everyone wants. Fourth, market demand and timing matter. Even the most perfect coin needs buyers. If you put it in a high-profile auction where many collectors compete, it can spike in price. That's how surprises happen. Two bidders see a rare piece, they push each other, the price soars. A coin doesn't need to deserve $23,000 in theory, it needs bidders willing to pay it in practice. Let me paint for you the scenario that might justify the $23,000 figure. Imagine someone discovers in an old safe a 1965 20C coin. It's an Afrikaans variant, But something about it catches the eye. Under magnification, you see doubling on the letters, or a faint trace of a previous date. You send it to a top grading service. They certify it as an error variety and grade it MS67 or MS68, extremely high. The coin comes with documentation. This was once part of a storied collection of South African rarities, passed down by a prominent collector. The auction house promotes it heavily. Collectors around the world watch the lot. At the hammer, two bidders go toe-to-toe. They push the price higher and higher. Finally, it sells. The hammer falls at $23,000. That's not fantasy, it's entirely plausible in the rarefied world of topmost coin collecting. Because at that level, perfection and rarity become priceless. Now, how do you prepare to spot such a coin, or at least give one its due look? Here's what to do. Always use a good loupe or microscope to inspect fine detail. Compare against known examples, especially those of top grade. Look for anomalies, doubled dies, die cracks, weak strike areas. Examine edges, surfaces, fields, even tiny hairlines detract hugely. Compare the English versus Afrikaans varieties. Sometimes one variety has a faint edge variant or weight discrepancy. If you suspect something special, get it slabbed, certified. That adds buyer confidence. One caveat: many rare 1965 20C listings are speculative. Someone may list it for $23,000 hoping interest stirs, but unless a serious bidder steps forward, the price won't hold. That's why certification, auction backing, and collector engagement are critical. Without them, it remains an aspirational listing, not a realized sale. Now, in a video, here's how you can deliver this story to your 55 to 65 plus male viewers in a way that grips them from start to finish. Begin with intrigue. Today I've got a story of a coin in someone's drawer that might be worth more than a house down payment. Pull them into a narrative, a dusty discovery, a moment of doubt, the magnifying glass, the reveal. Then gradually unpack the technical side, how errors in condition matter. Drop in suspense about certification, bids, rival collectors. Then finally reveal the climax, $23,000, and let the jaw drop weave in encouragement. If you ever find one of these coins in your collection or in an old box, don't discard it. Take a closer look. Photograph it. Send it for grading. You don't know what you might hold. Here's your strong ending. Remind them that the line between common coin and legendary coin is narrower than they think, and that with the right eye and a bit of luck, a concept they dismiss today could become tomorrow's monumental collectible. So, as promised, the value. A top-grade, error or rare variety specimen of the 1965 South Africa 20-cent coin could, under ideal conditions, fetch $23,000 on the global auction stage. That's the astonishing pinnacle, possible because the world of coins rewards the rare and the perfect in equal measure. If this story thrills you and you want more like it, rare coins, unbelievable auction results, hidden treasures from around the world, don't forget to subscribe and stay with me. And if you ever stumble on a 1965 20C in your collection, treat it with curiosity. It might just be more than change.